Okay, good morning, guys, and welcome to another session of our market analysis session. Basically, what we're basically trying to do is get opportunities in the market, and you guys get to see my strategy, how I get my entries and exits in the market. Yeah. So, before we get started, for those that be watching this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the page as usual, and you can always share to your friends. So let's continue. Yeah. So fundamental wise, today we already had two high impact news on AUD/USD, and then those of you that have checked AUD/USD this morning, you actually see the impact already. Massive sales. So let's see, is there any other news event? Yeah, we have another one by 4 p.m. Fed chairman is actually testifying today. So that's when that man opened his mouth to say something. The market is to be this thing. So anyhow, let's expect some volatility in the market, and then we'll have another news on AD by 10:55. Let's jump on our charts and let's see what we can grab, or let's see basically what we can watch out for. So starting with NZD/USD. This one is quite a pair. So let's flow with this. Let's look at the 4H. So the 4H on this pair is actually bearish. So we created this high here the other day. Why is it not showing? Sorry, we created a high, then we created this low. We failed to create another high, and then we actually broke below the higher low yesterday. So we actually shifted structure on the 4H yesterday. We actually broke this low here to the downside, and then it's more or less like we made an impulsive move, and then now we're retracing. Yeah, but then if you go to the lower time frame, you actually see something that looks like a shift in market structure to the upside. Yeah, so we have this low, price created this high, then price failed to create another low and then broke above it. So right now it's more or less conflicting. It's just like the thing we had the other day where I actually told you guys that henceforth, anytime we have something like that, that our higher time frame is actually, how will I put it, is actually not aligning with our lower time frame. What we're going to do is wait. Do you understand? So even if this market is going to sell and follow the higher time frame, we're still going to wait. Normal, we'll wait. Do you understand? So what are we waiting for? Let's wait for price to come and break these lows to the downside. Do you understand? So if price breaks this low to the downside, it will basically just be continuing that downtrend. Do you get? So just wait. Normal, so we're not risking any money on any trade. We'll just wait. Let's price come and break. Once it breaks, then we'll know that we're continuing the downtrend. The downtrend was strong, and then we'll be looking for a retest, the continuation. Then what else can we watch out for? Let's watch and see if price will come to break above. So if it doesn't break below, then what we'll be watching out for is for price to come and break above and basically continue this uptrend that it has started shifting into. So once price continues the uptrend, we know that okay, price has started doing that uptrend, and by that time it breaks above here, even the 4H will start changing to an uptrend. Do you get? So we'll catch the next buy. Yeah, so it's better to be safe than actually to come and risk our money on something that will take us out. And then even last week too, that thing happened on Tuesday. So I don't want another Tuesday whereby I come and lose money. So it's just to wait and then let's see how it's going to play out. Then let's go to baby boy AUD/USD. So this pair for weeks has been giving us issues. We have been ranging for weeks. And I think now we're just exiting we have not even exited properly yet. So this is like the bottom of the range, and we can see that it's just now price is tapped. In short, price taps inside during the news event and then pushed back up. But it's looking as if price will actually break below today. So let's just pay attention and see if it breaks below. But then right now, we're still inside that whole 4-hour range. Let's go to our 1H and then see what we can grab. Let's see. So price just broke these levels to the downside. But then what I would like to see is, can we just, how will I put it now? Can we break below much? Like, can I see a clear break of structure? So once you see a clear break of structure, we can be looking at a retest and then a continuation, basically. Yeah, so right now, ADS is tapping into that whole 4-hour support level, which is actually a strong area. Do you understand? So until it breaks, if the market was actually like, how will I put it? trending it to be better, but this market is actually ranging. So we can just tap here and then we'll still go back to the top of the range. So to avoid that kind of stuff, let's just wait and see how the market plays out. Hopefully we'll break below today. And then there's high impact news today. So I actually see the market creating those nice moves. Then we have gold. I think after gold was good to us last week, I adopted it for what I'm going to be trading it. So if you look at the 4H on gold, let's see what the 4H is. The 4H is actually bullish. That's the fun thing about this pair. So we created a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and then our price is more or less behaving as if it wants to create another higher low. But then when you go to the lower time frame, you actually see that price is creating a downtrend. So yesterday we had like a double top. We had this whole first high, first high, the higher low. Price failed to create another high, and then we broke below it. Normal double top, we actually will wait for the retest. And then yesterday I was with the guys at the trading floor. We're actually waiting for price to hit our 0.618. That's where we're looking to sell from. And then the market sold. Now I've created another low, and then price has gone back to retest. So I've done lower high, lower low. I've done another lower high, and then now we're pushing down. Do you understand? So what can we watch out for on gold? Already we have started that impulsive leg. So let's watch out at this low here. Do you understand? So once price break this low to the downside, we know that, okay, we have created another low. So this downtrend is still what? Continuing. Do you get? So what can we watch out for? We'll create another low. We'll wait for price to come back. Once it comes to retest and create another this thing lower high, that's what we're jumping on the market. Do you understand? So it's just wait and see whether we'll break below. That's it. But then what if we don't break below and then we'll break above? That one will even suit me more because it will actually confirm with the uptrend on the 4-hour time frame. So if we don't break below and then we'll break above here, that will be more or less a shift in market structure on this lower time frame downtrend. Do you get? So once we have that shift in market structure, we can what? Look for a retest. It will look more or less like a double bottom here. So we have the first one, the second one, and then if we break above, we'll look for a retest, and then we'll be taking buys from them to the upside. So that's what we'll be looking at today. Yeah, that's what we'll be looking at today. I think most of the pairs are actually at key levels. So it's just to watch and see how they behave at these levels. Yeah. So is there any other pair you guys want us to take a look at today before we go? What?
AUDJPY.
AUDJPY, cool. Yeah, let's take a look at AUDJPY. Oh, this nigga is actually bearish. Let me look at the 4H. Yeah, it's actually bearish. This one is actually bearish. That's broken this low properly. So let's take a look at it. On the lower time frame, it's actually bearish. And then we just did an impulsive move, yeah? We just broke a low to the downside. We're creating a lower low right now. So we have this whole support level here that was broken. And most times when support levels are broken, we have it when price gets back there next time, it tends to hold as what? A resistance. So we can look at that whole scenario of price coming back, retesting it, and then we're taking sells from there to the downside. So you have to pay attention.
So now what I want to ask is, do you majorly take your entry 1H or M15?
So how will I put it now? Depends. If I'm entering aggressively, I enter on the higher time frame. That's on the 1H. But then if I'm entering conservatively, that's if I'm looking for extra confirmations, then I enter the 15 minutes.
Because looking at this pair now from
yes,
because I've been up since morning. I've been very early around 2 before that push to the downside. I guess it was the news. I think around 2 a.m. I was
okay.
Israel. So on M15 now, it looks like that push to the top. That place that your cursor is. No,
yeah.
come down. No, come down. To the side, I mean. It looks like a retest, but not a clear retest. It looked like a retest on M15. That place you are now.
Okay. Yes. I understand what you're saying. So basically, price broke and then we retested, and then that was where it started selling, yet? Yeah. Are you selling or you are buying?
I tend selling, but I've not actually entered because I was actually confused. M15 or H1. You get.
So okay, so let me tell you something, yeah. All these time frames, it's not as if one time frame is saying anything different. All time frames are just showing you price movement, but it's just that the higher time frames will aggregate it. Do you understand? So now look at this move that price came down here and retested, but it's still the same thing that is on the 1H, but then on the 1H, it's just a candlestick that is representing it. Do you understand? So it was more or less like one candlestick broke.
Is that a clear test?
Okay, so let me explain something, yeah? Most times when price break immediately, on the 15 minutes, price tends to retest. Do you understand? It's sometimes to retest, but then even that 1H, since that zone is a 1H zone, you can clearly see it on the 1H, yeah? Most times price will still come back to retest it properly on the 1H. Do you understand? Do you understand what I mean?
So yes, I get you now. So meaning that on M15,
yes,
you know, the moment I see any text, it's safe for me to take that sum.
How will I put it now? If the 1H actually, if the 1H actually breaks, yeah, you can actually look for that weakness on the M15. That's if you see it, you can take it. I remember a day I actually traded an AUD USD and NZD USD. Price broke a certain level immediately, and then on the M15 we had an immediate retest. Yeah, so things like that happen. Do you get? But then even when they happen like that, the 1H2 tends to come back to retest it properly.
Okay, that means it will not actually on M15. It will not actually hold for long because
see
that means I have to check
the thing is
patterns. The moment it's in the pattern.
The thing is, can you hear me? So now look at this M15 here. If I was actually taking a sell from here, yeah, I'll maybe take it around there, stop loss anywhere, but then my target will actually be this low here. Do you understand? Because that was like the support zone that price created. And now price has actually hit it. So by now I'd have actually exited the market. The thing is, it's not just about where you're entering, also know how you're going to exit. Do you understand? Your exit strategy is as important as your entry strategy. Do you understand?
Is that
Okay.
So usually your entry is on H1.
What?
Your entry is usually on H1 then.
Yeah, like I said, depends. Depends, honestly. Depends on what criteria I'm using. Like if I'm using Fibonacci, I went down on the H1, I'm okay. Do you understand? But if I'm using
I've been tracking it since yesterday. I've been on it since, like I actually marked out the zones on H1.
okay.
So waiting, I didn't even know that there was a on AUD. So that was actually caused that push to the downside.
Okay, you
So
not
I
know there
was
was
actually
news on AUD.
expecting. Yesterday I checked, I didn't notice anything.
Please check your economic calendars. Be how will I put it now? Be conversant with it. Do you understand? It will save you a lot. Anyways, is there another pair you guys want us to take a look at?
On my trading view, although it's a free trial, so I don't actually see gold on it.
You don't see gold on it.
Actually,
XAUD now. XAUD. Look at gold here now.
Doesn't appear like that.
It doesn't appear like how.
It doesn't show anything like that. Maybe I guess
Okay,
it's just maybe
so watch at the top here. Yeah, I have one place that say all stocks, funds, futures, forex. Make sure that you all is highlighted. Do you understand?
okay, not just forex because
Yes,
okay,
yes.
mine is forex.
No, gold is actually a metal, so it's not forex.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
No worries. Is there another pair you guys want us to take a look at? Bash, how are you doing today?
Fine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's say USD card.
Okay, USD card. Man, I don't want to say anything about USD card for now. USD card has been ranging and it's a very dirty range. Look at it, the bottom of the range, the top of the range, and it has been very comfortable inside this range. It's not even showing signs of exiting.
What about USD CHF?
USD CHF. I'm guessing it will be doing the same thing with USD card.
They are correlated.
Oh, this one is actually bearish. It's actually bearish. Let's see. Yeah, it's bearish on the 4H. We actually had that whole. We had the highs, yeah, and then after this high here, price actually shifted. We actually broke structure to the downside. So this was a shift in market structure. But then if you go to the 1H, the structure I'm seeing here is not encouraging at all. It's too flat. So see the lows we're having lows like that, lower low, lower high, lower high, lower low. So it's not something I want to trade there. The breaks are not strong. It's showing exhaustion in the cells. It's showing exhaustion in the cells. Like any moment now might reverse. So I don't want to say anything about it right now. It's just to calm down, observe it more. Any other bet you guys want us to take a look at before we go? Any question at all?
What about GU?
GU, okay. GBP.
What about GU?
GBP USD.
I had a question on XAUSD.
Okay, one sec. Let's look at GU, then we'll take a look at that. Do you know that GU is still inside this range, Joe? Like we comfortably tapped inside the range, and then now it's exploding to the upside. It's more or less pushing to the upside. We are still inside that 4-hour range. We have not exited it yet.
So it's not advisable to trade it. So it's not advisable to trade it.
Yeah, right now it's just to calm down, watch how it behave. The thing is, there are small structures inside this range, yeah. But then the thing is, it's low probability. That's the only thing. It's low probability. There was a buy I actually took with the guys at the trading floor yesterday. This buy here. Once price tapped at 0.618, we jumped on it to the upside. So it's basically it. So is there any other pair? Okay, Bash said he has a question on gold. What's your question, Bash?
It's on XAUSD. So I would think yes, because the market now is selling. So
yes, it's in a downtrend. But then right now,
can you hear me?
Yeah,
because my network is not. But it does not break structure.
Yes. So what we're waiting for now, Bash, we're waiting to see if we'll break below or what will break above. Do you understand? So if we break above
Euro USD.
Who is that?
It's Onome.
Onome, how are you? One sec, let me answer Bash. Bash, yeah. So what we're waiting for now is can price break below. So if we break below now, we're basically continuing that downtrend. You understand? But then if we break above, we're basically shifting structure. You get so right now it's just to wait and see where it breaks out from. You understand?
This last lower low, higher low for this.
This one here.
No, for the uptrend. This one. Yes. Okay, no. This.
Annotate on my screen.
Yes.
Is it this one I'm pointing here?
No, this that one. No, this other one. Yes, that one.
Yeah.
So that was the zone I marked, and I was waiting for it to like break that zone before I said.
No, the thing is that whenever we're actually looking at structure, yeah, we're looking at the market. Actually, it's how will I put it now? You flow with it. So from this place here, we're actually in an uptrend. Do you understand? We're creating a series of higher highs, higher lows, and then in this moment here, we created a higher low, but then we failed to create another higher high, and we broke the higher low to the downside. At this moment here, sales were valid. Do you understand? There was a sell we actually analyzed yesterday in class from here. You get so price broke below, we looked for a retest and then sold to the downside. Do you understand? And that sell has continued for a while. We've actually created a lower high, lower low. Now price has created another lower high. Now we're waiting to see if we'll get another lower low or if it will just shift structure and start creating higher highs. So it's just to watch and see how it plays out basically.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
What were you saying?
Euro USD.
Euro USD.
Hello.
Who is saying hello?
Welcome to the NASDAQ Ghost Robot. Welcome to the NASDAQ Ghost Robot. Welcome to the NASDAQ Ghost Robot. Plug and play. Plug and play.
So what's Euro USD doing? Okay, Euro USD is bullish. Sort of bullish. Yeah. So we created a higher low, we're pushing to create a higher high, but we're just tapping into that resistance level right now. So let's jump on our lower time frame and see if there's anything to catch. So now if we look at the lower time frame, yeah, price just created a higher high. Yeah, price just created a higher high, a higher low. And then now it pushed up to create another high, but then it failed to create it. So what we can watch out for now is basically we have this low here. That's like the last higher low. So now if price comes to break that higher low, now we're basically shifting structure. And it's more or less like price reacted from the top of that 4-hour range, and then now we're starting to push down. Do you get? So what we can look out for is the break of it, and then we'll start looking for sells basically. So what if we don't break that low to the downside? We have a resistance level here. On how price comes to actually break that resistance level, then what's continuing the uptrend basically. So that's basically what's on USD. So right now it's more or less in between. We don't know whether it's going to continue down or we don't know whether it's going to go up. So it's just to wait and then see how it's going to play out. Do you understand? All these people that are playing down.
Okay.
So that's basically it. Is there another pair you guys want to take a look at? Is there another pair you guys want us to take a look at? Any questions before we go? Okay, so I'll take the silence as a no. So.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I didn't know that my mic was off. I said, can you go back to GU?
Okay, cool. Yeah, whoa, GU is actually impulsing to the upside right now. So GU is breaking this whole high here. Yeah, it's breaking this high here. What we can look out for is for it to do that proper break. Then we'll look out a retest. Let's see whether we can get a retest here. Do you understand? This is actually like a very strong support zone. I mean, this is a strong resistance that has the potential to turn to a support. So once price gets back here, we can look to start taking price to the upside. So it's just to wait and see how GU play out. Right now, it's actually impulsing to the upside.
There was something.
There
was something you said yesterday. You said you took a buy with some persons. I want to know how you were able to do that 61.8 as your how do you
okay, so let me show you something. So price basically created this high here, this higher high, and then it was retracing basically. Do you understand? So it's just simple, plot your fib from the higher low towards the higher high. And then once price taps the 0.618, we jumped on it from here to the upside, and then stop loss below the 0.79. Do you understand? And then basically market did the rest. Do you understand? Do you understand?
You actually drew it from the down to the top.
Yes, from the down to the top. Okay, any other question? So, since there are no questions, or if there are no questions, we'll end the session here. I want to thank everyone. I want to appreciate everyone that attended. Please, I want to wish you all a very wonderful trading day. Please pay attention to the markets. Trade only high quality setups. That's how I put it now. High quality setups only. Is it OQS? Only quality setups, good. OQS, only quality setups. So if you don't see anything that is not a setup, don't waste your money on it. If you waste your money on low quality setups, when high quality setups come, what are you going to do? Do you understand? So only quality setups. Yeah. Have a very wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys same time tomorrow. Bye, guys.